YouTube, this is Jen, your Pudgy Picker. I got a booth tour. I know a lot of you have been asking, and then I realized I haven't done a booth tour or showed you my booth since we started in September. So forgive me for taking so much time, but I'm actually across the aisle showing you what our booth looks like. And let's go in for a close-up. The store just closed a few minutes ago, so I thought I would do it when there wouldn't be any traffic, really, of people walking around. This is a display that is 25 inches by 25 inches, and we actually try and change it up every 3 to 4 weeks. We have some clearance or markdown items, and then the top we have more summary. We are going to be changing this out for summer items next week. If you notice, we got a ton of my wind chimes. It's nice to have these boards. These were here when we got here. So just screw in some cup hooks. We can change out signs and such, which is really makes it nice. If you remember from our older videos in our old booth, we had these shutters. They provide a lot of hanging space. The walls, let me show you if I can show you. The actual walls don't come all the way out to the aisle. So if you notice, some, booths don't really hang anything beyond that. They can, like this shelf right here, you can see is sticking out a little bit further. But the shutter really provides us with a lot of hanging space. So it's a good place to hang signs, pictures, etc. And it's nice because on this side we don't really, this vendor has a lower item so that we are able to have the other side as well for space. That's kind of a bonus, really. And then this is our side. Lots of signs. And then if you have taller or larger items that don't stick out too much, like these items here, we have that space that we can use. And a decent amount of wall space as well. And then we have these white shelves that we put up. And we have, I think, 12 inches between shelves and 18 inches on the bottom for taller items as well. Here's my brooches. So I have those on a separate spinner than my earrings. Here's my bamboo plants. I'm gonna have to buy some more. I'm sure as you look, you'll remember some of these items from my haul videos. This is kind of a temporary, this mesh metal shelf. It's kind of nice because it's taller. We wanted to utilize as much space as possible. And then in the corner I have an umbrella stand, which I have some canes in. And then of course a few items here on the floor, including my lamp. I just marked this down. And then this brown shelf, I have some more man type items on the more toward the top. And then picture frames, etc. Cigar boxes on the bottom. This large white shelf was used in our previous booth. It is very tall and holds a lot of items. And of course we have our taller items to display up on top. Then if I continue on this side, we have another brown shelf. Not all booths in this mall have electricity, but we fortunately do. We find that lamps and other items that you plug in seem to do better when they are lit up and people can actually see how they work. Down here I have antique photos when I come across them. I just sold a couple things down here, so we're kind of moving that around. And then I have my spinner for the pocket romance books. And then our 3 matching shelves, white shelves over here that adhere to the wall. And we try to put our handmade items here. I have washcloths, and then my sister does the bottle holders, tissue covers, and all kinds of little zipper containers. Isn't that cute? And then the top, she has these crochet tissue box covers. little baskets, which she crochets around the t-shirt yarn. And these are pin cushions that look like cakes and desserts. And this one even has coffee beans. Got a smaller shelf here for some of our littler items. Incense, I've been selling this for probably a good 4 months now. It does pretty good. Another shutter, you see, with all of our hanging items. And then of course, since these shelves stick out, we have some more room here. Just brought that in. I think I got that last summer, as a matter of fact. Now this is another vendor's space. So we have a shelf here, so some of the things are kind of obscured. But like I said, this is kind of bonus space on this side. So, and then in the center, I'd already told you about this glass shelf. We try to change out every 3 to 4 weeks. And then we have this, you might remember this from an auction video. So we have purses, evening bags types on the bottom. We just straightened this. And then it gets messed up. You know what? When it's messed up, it's good because, you know, people are looking. So we have the fabric on the bottom, a couple of extra purses. I'm sure you'll recognize these. And then I have our jewelry. Actually, this is all earrings. And on this side, we have more fabric and craft items. The fabric does so good here, so we did dedicate a little more space to that. And different kits. So that is pretty much the booth. It is 10 by 10, 100 square feet. It is considered a single size booth. If you notice, this end one is 2 booths. 1 booth, but it's considered a double space. And then on this side, this is also a double space. We used to have that in the older mall that we were in, but we got to a point where it was hard to keep it filled with lots of goodies. We talked to a customer today, and she said, I always save your booth for last because I know I'm always going to find cute things, and I save it to last to shop. So it's good when you're in here to talk to the customers, ask what things they like. That feedback's good, and you don't really get that unless you're in here. I've had several customers tell us that the fabric is too low, which is something we had a problem with in the other one, because not everybody's hips and knees are what they used to be. So unless we can find a better solution, we're going to kind of stick with what we have right now. But I wanted to show it to you. We just straightened a couple hours ago. We didn't bring that much out this week. I just didn't have time. But it is a good amount. I remember in our old space when we were still in a single booth, I think, or it might have been the double. Husband and wife were walking up the aisle, and he stopped and like leaned back, and I thought, uh-oh. So we step out of the booth whenever we have a customer. And it was interesting to hear what they were going to say, because it's kind of neat to eavesdrop, because you get an honest opinion. And the guy leaned back and he goes, look at all this crap. I said, spoken like a true man. But anyway, that's all I got for you. Hope you enjoyed this brief tour of our booth. And I will see you next time. And until then, happy picking. Bye.